We are not asking you to get paid what the men get paid. We're asking you to get paid the same percentage of revenue shared.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Got it. So that's a huge misconception.
That's a huge misconception.
Got it. Okay.
Sure. Yeah, because every video is like, oh, this person gets paid this person gets paid that, right?
So I want to be really clear about that. Like, I don't think I should get paid the same as LeBron.
Right.
But the percentage of revenue, like, for example, they sell my jersey in Mandalay Bay, I don't get a dime.
You don't get any money from jersey sales?
That's crazy.
In the NBA, they have percentages of revenue shared for the players, right? So jersey sales, obviously, their TV contracts. You see these every year, these contracts get bigger and bigger and bigger, right?
Yeah.
Massive.
But that's because their CBA, it negotiates where if the owners are making certain types of money, they get that as well.
Got it.
In the WNBA, that's not the case.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's a more rational request, at least. The only problem is the WNBA, until Caitlin Clark, had no revenue.
The Women's National Basketball Association finds itself at the center of a heated discussion regarding its treatment of emerging superstar Caitlin Clark. This controversy has sparked debates about fairness, privilege, and the future direction of professional women's basketball. Caitlin Clark has emerged as a phenomenon in women's professional basketball, generating unprecedented attention for the WNBA. Her exceptional three-point shooting ability and clutch performances have transformed her into the league's most recognizable figure. Statistical analysis reveals that Clark's presence accounts for approximately 1/3 of all ticket purchases across the league this season. If you want to get people never to watch the WNBA, this is an amazing way to do it. If the league is going to be rooted in this sort of nastiness with regard to its only real star, good luck to them. Well, folks, the left has a real problem in the United States. They've spent the last several decades talking about how racism is an endemic problem in American life. And there's a problem with that problem, which is there's not enough racism for them. They require instances of racism in order to support the idea that every maldistribution of outcome is in fact rooted in racism and white supremacy. And so they're constantly looking for their latest racial conflagration. It has to be a white-on-black racial conflagration, obviously, because white supremacy and white privilege and all the rest. The latest iteration of this comes courtesy of the WNBA. So it is amazing to be discussing the WNBA, like seriously at the top of a show, because let's face it, the last time anyone cared about the WNBA was when Brittany Griner, who will arise in a moment. The rookie's influence extends far beyond individual game statistics. Television viewership numbers spike dramatically whenever Clark takes the court, creating a ripple effect that benefits the entire organization. Her college basketball stardom seamlessly translated to professional success, making the WNBA relevant to mainstream sports audiences for the first time in years. Despite her obvious talent and dedication, Clark has become the subject of intense scrutiny regarding racial dynamics within the sport. Critics have suggested that her rapid rise to prominence stems partially from advantages unrelated to basketball ability. These discussions have created significant tension within the league, particularly among veteran players who have competed without similar recognition. Griner was actually freed from captivity in Russia after having brought a marijuana product into Russia, genius move, and then being essentially kidnapped by the Russian government. Then we had to trade an arms dealer for her. I will say that based on some of her later comments, I'm not sure we got the better end of that particular deal. In any case, the WNBA entered into an investigation over the course of the past couple of weeks because there were allegations that fans were being racist during a game between the Chicago Sky and the Indiana Fever. And yes, I should get points for knowing the names of both of those teams. The conversation intensified when Clark publicly addressed questions about privilege during media interviews. Her responses acknowledged the complex racial history of women's basketball while maintaining that her achievements resulted from years of hard work and commitment. These statements, rather than resolving the controversy, seemed to amplify the debate surrounding her position in the league. Clark expressed admiration for previous WNBA legends, particularly Maya Moore, and emphasized her long-standing appreciation for the contributions of Black athletes who built the foundation of women's professional basketball. Her attempts to navigate these sensitive topics with both confidence and humility have been met with mixed reactions from various stakeholders. The Indiana Fever is, of course, the team of Caitlin Clark, who's the only player in the WNBA who seems to matter right now. And the Chicago Sky are the team of Angel Reese, who is sort of her arch-nemesis and has been since her college days. So the allegations arose after there was a foul by Caitlin Clark on Angel Reese. It was called a flagrant. If you watch the video, it's pretty clearly not a flagrant foul just by any basketball standard. Basically, Angel Reese goes up for a layup and Caitlin Clark doesn't clothesline or anything, kind of grabs her and Angel Reese falls over. And there were allegations that people in the stands were then being racist. So the league immediately launched an investigation into these alleged racist comments. The ongoing conflict between Clark and Angel Reese has become a focal point for broader discussions about competition and recognition within the WNBA. Their rivalry, which began during their college careers, has continued into the professional ranks with added layers of complexity surrounding media attention and fan engagement. Reese and other players have expressed frustration about the disproportionate focus on Clark compared to other talented athletes in the league. This sentiment reflects deeper concerns about how success is measured and celebrated in women's professional sports. The tension between these competitors has generated significant media coverage, though not always for reasons related to their athletic performances. The WNBA responded with a statement confirming the investigation. The WNBA strongly condemns racism, hate, and discrimination in all forms. They have no place in our league or in society. We are aware of the allegations and are looking into the matter. Now, there was no evidence at the time that any of this was true. And given the fact that cell phones are ubiquitous and that everybody now tapes everybody else saying anything racist, the chances that this actually happened in real life were extremely low, especially at a WNBA game. Who are the white supremacists showing up at a WNBA game? Seriously, the white privileged folks who are like, you know what? We don't like black people, and we're super white nationalists, so we're going to a WNBA game. Analysis of attendance figures and television ratings demonstrates a stark disparity in public interest when Clark participates versus when she does not. This reality has created an uncomfortable dynamic where some players feel overshadowed despite their own considerable talents and contributions to the sport. A significant controversy erupted following allegations of racist behavior by fans during a game between the Chicago Sky and Indiana Fever.